the shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now Jackson on first down. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's second down.
Well, these two teams met in Cleveland earlier in the year with the Browns coming out on top. So they'll be looking for the win here in Cleveland to complete the season sweep. 2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7.
And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Quick strike out wide by Jackson. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on third down. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week. And they failed on that third down play. That brings up 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now Murray.
That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
They should put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And he'll be brought down at the 27. The Browns at 6-3 on the year. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
From the 27, Murray. And this is going to be intercepted.
Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Ravens force the turnover. And they'll take over at the 10. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on one throw.
It was T.J. Edwards who brought him down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They go play action with Jackson. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Throwing again on second down, Jackson. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 36. 12 yards to pick up there, good for a Raven first. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that's one way you take away a first down as a defender. Make sure you have a little bit of physical play when the ball gets to the receiver. Find a way to jostle it free. They caught him off guard, force the incompletion.
Again, Jackson. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 17-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Play action. Now Jackson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Jackson to throw. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Darren Waller, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. And this is a crew, they've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you've gone somewhere, but you're really out here in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
Those are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. The Browns drive about to get started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Here's Murray. He's got Njoku, and it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower postgame. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Here's Murray. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. 13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Murray toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be.
And all the way in, touchdown, Cleveland. Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 13-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Jackson from the shotgun. The throw for Tony is intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, in every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Justin Madubuike. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Well, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 58 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Jackson going to throw quickly here, complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And the end result of that play, you're almost not sure what you really want because when he gets outside of the pocket, you actually hold your breath because you think he's going to run for big yardage. But when he chose to pull it down and throw it, and a play was made to knock it away, that's a pretty good end result. Not when you expected when the play began.
Here we go on 4th down. And he's going to have a Ravens first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
So did you suspect the same thing that I did, that they were lining up just to draw him off sides here?
100%.
Well, how about that? They were going for it the entire time. Never a question in his mind about going ahead and getting it.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. Their first sack of the game, and it doesn't come from a usual suspect, not somebody up front, but Charles, a defensive back getting in there.
And I can tell you from experience, he's beyond excited to make that play because you're exactly right. It isn't normal to call his number to run at the quarterback like that. Usually you're defending the pass, but he takes full advantage and dumps him to the turf.
Jackson on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They go play action now. Jackson. That'll be caught. It's Toney. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Go to the ground attack. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. From the gun, Jackson. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into it because they were there to help break that pass up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Jackson. And he comes back with one complete. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Darren Waller with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Tucker with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores. Murray now on first down. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 25 yards that time.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Murray from midfield. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Murray now to throw. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. And defensively, Baltimore's in a dime look here on third. To throw, it's Murray. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off, and the Ravens are going to get the football here at their own 23.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back around the 17. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they're down on the scoreboard. Sort of a sloppy first half. And Coach Davis, if you were in the locker room, what would the message have been?
I think I'd have to go with something you don't ordinarily go with in the NFL. That's like fire and brimstone. You've got to fire these guys up. Make them understand what's going on out there. They were so sloppy in the first half. Too many turnovers. Tighten things up. Maybe get in their face a little bit. Get in their grill. And then send them back out.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end Njoku. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Murray now. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Now Murray again. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Murray. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
The Browns send out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Jackson. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson. That's complete to Tony. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Jackson. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Browns are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he's got room. 74 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, but for a second, that would look like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Nate Hobbs there to bring him down.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field, but his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
3rd and 2, and here's Murray. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Throwing now is Murray. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
And not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Well, they tried to catch him by surprise, I think, there with that little pop pass on 3rd down, but no luck.
You're right about no luck, but I did like the idea. I like the thought process. Make an unconventional call on 3rd down sometimes. It can pop big. In this case, it didn't.
And his kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
He's going to look deep down the field. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. On the move past the 40. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Jackson throwing once more. His throw incomplete.
Normally he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
Darren Waller, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. Now it's Jackson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error. And
they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
115 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Murray. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and that'll bring up second down. To throw is Murray. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get him the completion.
The Browns on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Murray. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw no different.
Yeah, a lot of people call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Murray now on first down. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Josh Allen in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Murray going to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Perfect example of the kind of attitude you have to play defensive back in the NFL. You want to be the only defender around, and you want them to challenge you. And on that play, he came through.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
And they'll run again. And once again, he's going to be pushed backwards. This time back to the 3.
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
We all know how much running backs love getting the ball down near the goal line. They think they're going to find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far. Ends up not getting in on the last 2 carries. You know he's going to be upset about a missed opportunity.
Murray now, 3rd and goal. That's caught at the 2. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. They'll try and run for it. And he's not going to get there. They tackle him at the 2. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And the Ravens come up big down at their own goal line. So the failure to convert no doubt really hurts, but this one's not over. A good chunk of time on the clock and the timeouts.
Yeah, not only do they have the timeouts, as you just noted, they're going to get an extra one with the 2-minute warning. And that's going to help in big ways. So in a sense, they have 4 timeouts in their pocket. The big thing, stopping them on defense now. They can't let them get a first down and make them use their timeouts and get a fresh set of downs. They've got to stop them right here. And if so, they've still got an opportunity.
So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Tackle made there by Matt Milano. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with an even 90 seconds remaining on the clock.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. They'll swing this out to Tony. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 105 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front. Say, guys, keep pounding them.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Here's a handoff, and now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield, and this is picked up by the Browns. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game, but they were in what was really called 4-minute offense, and that's practice, meaning taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. This taken in at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Jackson to throw.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Jackson.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And now they're going to get the timeout. A huge play has him in field goal range with a chance to win. And he got it. Justin Tucker boots it through and plays the role of hero. And joy will reign in the Inner Harbor as the Ravens have won it.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. Well, Charles, when you look at the stat sheet, ultimately one thing sticks out like a sore thumb. One side lost this game because they turned the ball over 4 times, and that was just too much for them to overcome.